part, we will learn about redirection. By redirection, we mean that we take input from one file, use it as an argument in a program, or run any command on them, and then store its output in completely different file. So in this video, we are going to discuss about some basic commands of redirection. The first one on the list is echo. Now what echo does, it take input as an argument and display it wherever we want, and in this case in the shell. For example, if we'll write echo and give it a string, it will print the string back. Now I want to store this string in a file, so we can use the redirection operator here. Now this Cosmogic will be stored in a.txt. So to see the content of a.txt, we will use cat command, where we can see Cosmogic is displayed over here. Now in the same way I can give string also, but now I want to give in different columns or different lines. So we can use -e for that in combination of echo. What -e does, it enable the backslash operator. Here we can see these beyond and limits are printed in two different lines. Now moving to our next command, which is cat, and it is used to concatenate file. What we mean by concatenate, it just display the file over here, its content over here. For example, cat a.txt, it will display the content of file name a over here. Now what if I want to see the content of two different files at the same time? I can write cat file1 and then file2. It will display both of its content. There are multiple options available for cat also, which we can see with cat --help. Now if I will use cat -n, it will show me number wise. If I want to copy content of any file to another file, we can do it in a very simple way. We can write cat name of the file and then store it in another file. We can use b.txt, and if I'll cat b.txt, see Cosmogic is printed. Now if I want to combine results of or content of two or more than two different files and store it in one file, we can write cat file1, file2, file3 and store it in. And if we'll see the content of the final file we have created right now, you can see all the content of A, B and AA is printed over here. Now, what if I want to see all the content present in the directory with .txt extension? I can write cat start.txt. It will print the content of each and every file which is having the extension .txt. Okay, we were in our user folder, that's why this many information are here. Let's take these files and move to desktop. And if I will use the same command over here, it might not give that much of result. See, it is just printing whatever we want, not all of the txt. As we know, in our user folder there are many .txt extension file. Next command on the list is sort, and as its name suggests, it is used for sorting. For example, we can create a file name and let's put some content over here. Like randomly I am placing a, okay, and if I will cat sh.txt, it will not sorted. Now if I'll write sort sh.txt, it will sort the content in alphabetical orders. Now different option available with sort command we are here we can see it is having many options. Let's try this reverse one. Now we are getting the sorted content but in the reverse order. In this file we are not having any duplicate content, so let's make some duplicate content for A, B, and to remove duplicate content we use -u. And here we can see the A is not printed again, but if I'll cat the same file we can see multiple times A. A is here also and A is here also, but while I was using -u with sort, multiple A was removed from the content. Now this sorting will not save the file. If we want to save our output, we can use the redirection over here also. For example, I will store it in another file. Now the output of sh2.txt will be sorted and all unique. We can verify that. Something went wrong. Now we can see the list is upgraded. We can also use pipeline operator here to use multiple commands at the same time. For example, if I want to use ls, it will give me the list of files, and now I want to use sort over here, so I can use ls pipe operator dot but in reverse order, so the output will be in reverse order. But if I'll go with without reverse order, it will just simply print in this way. Now next command on the list is unique. It is used to remove all the duplicate command from the list, as we were having in sh.txt. If we will see sh.txt, we are having multiple A's over here. Now if I will write and store its result in, let's suppose, d.txt and cat d.txt, still we can see multiple A's are present. This is because it only works if the list is sorted. So first we need to sort the list, and store it in another file. Let's name is E, and now we'll go with unique. And again store its value in d.txt. Now now we will concatenate it, we can see multiple A's are removed from the list. Now next command is wc. It is just used to get the word count, byte count, and etc. If I will write wc d.txt, it will give me we are using 10 different words and different information over here, the name of the file and etc. The different option available with word count is -c for getting the bytes, -m for all the characters, -l for lines. So let's try it. wc -c in d.txt. We are having 20 bytes of data and 20 characters also. And what about lines? And we are having 10 lines in our file. The next command on the list is grep. It is used to match the pattern which we give as an input and collect the data from the file and show us in the shell. Let's create a file first to use. Let's name is data. And let's add some values like and let's also enter some repeated value. Now we want to get a certain pattern in the from the file. We can write grep and the name of the file. Oh, my fault. We can see Ubuntu, and Ubuntu is showing over here. Now what if I will write we are getting the output this Kali, but the Kali written in capital is not shown. To overcome that, we can use -i with the grep command. Again, now we are seeing both the Kalis. Now we can see both the Kalis given as output. Now next command on the list is T. It is used to get the output and also store the output in another file at the same time. Its name is from its name is taken from the T connection we use in plumbing. We can understand its concept in the same way. It distributes the flow in two direction, but the output is same. Let's try. If we are going to grep some file at the same time using the pipe operator, we also want to save it in another file name as S. Now if we'll concatenate S, we can see the output of previous command is stored here also. For more detailed information, you can visit cosmogic.com and download PDFs from there. Thank you. Meet you all in next part.